So today I want to talk about the NCAA dead period, loopholes, Tristan Leigh, Caleb Williams, and others, and all that's coming up after the bumper.
Don't be cornering me. Hold up. Time. You gotta help me with that corner shit.
Had to get some light in here, man. What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. Consider hitting the like and subscribe button because I upload a video every single day. It's always college football related, sports related. We have a good time. Today, I want to talk about Oklahoma recruiting in general, and this dead period that we are in that is unprecedented, lasting for upwards of 5 months now and probably going to last at least through the start of the college football season for Power 5 or even others. 8/29 is when we're going to get the first game. I am going to break down some Central Arkansas and Austin Peay film, and I'm already, only half joking about that because we all would like to watch football, and if y'all are just going to go ahead and play football, I'm going to watch football, even though I don't think it's safe to play football. That said, all right, so we're in an unprecedented time, and now everybody's in their feelings on this Saturday when we had this thing that's called the Sooner Summit, all right? So the Sooner Summit is the brainchild of one Caleb Williams, 5-star recruit and committed to Oklahoma on July 4th. By August 22nd, he had organized a trip that would have himself, along with many other committed and uncommitted prospects, go to Norman and take in the sights, right? Williams and his family are planning to move to Norman once he enrolls, which is right around the corner, so they're house shopping. But he was able to talk Camar Wheaton, Tristan Leigh, Cullen Montgomery, and I believe even guys like Danny Stutzman into meeting him in Norman for organizing their own unofficial visit, which got at least one Clemson beat writer in her feelings about Oklahoma and the NCAA rules during a dead period, for which I thought I should take this moment to educate everybody on the NCAA dead period and the loophole that they are using that others have used. It's not as if Oklahoma's the first to use this. And look, they're the rules, but they're the rules, right? And if you're a good lawyer, you know exactly where this is going. There's always going to be a loophole in whatever rules or laws man writes. That's the reason why we keep rewriting them, and we take some out and we put some new ones in and we put all sorts of addendums in there. But back in May, I got wind of this when Tristan Bounds did this for Notre Dame and Michigan. He was headed out there out of Choate Rosemary Hall in Connecticut, where it was very clear that he could take a visit to one of those facilities, but as long as they aren't accompanied by any football-affiliated personnel or communicating with them during the trip, recruits may visit colleges during dead periods, not unlike regular students might visit those colleges, right? And his quote here I thought was illuminating. This is really different because you don't get to meet any of the staff in person. I've still never met any of those guys except through Zoom and FaceTime. We didn't get to go to any of the buildings. Normally on visits, they show you the best about everything. So you're in the football facilities, you see practice facilities, you meet players, you see coaches. None of that happened. And even on the campus tour, we did it ourselves, right? Now, to get back to the dead period, this is what the dead period is. During a dead period, a college coach may not have face-to-face contact with a college-bound student athlete or their parents and may not watch student athletes compete or visit their high schools. Coaches may write and telephone student athletes of their parents during a dead period. So you could have organized an unofficial visit well beforehand with the help of perhaps coaches that can only telephone or write with you. You could have maybe left the gates open at a particular time when the team was not going to be around and you were not going to be around for folks to walk through those gates and maybe take in, the field, the practice field, the rugby pitch, whatever. You could have perhaps left a door open that you knew was going to be open to the Switzer Training Center. I'm not saying that Oklahoma did any of this. This is just me thinking out loud about how I might actually get this done and why it's not so far-fetched. And then when Caleb Williams and Tristan Leigh share photos of themselves alongside, each other, in addition to guys like Camar Wheaton and Savion Byrd, where it looked like, they were getting in just a little bit and they were having a good time hanging out. Again, Texas, Clemson, others in their feelings because Tristan Leigh is the prize recruit that everybody wants out of this. Ohio State, LSU, Alabama, Clemson, Oklahoma on his list. And then on the same day that Oklahoma unofficially has visits from Caleb Williams, Camar Wheaton, Savion Byrd, and Tristan Leigh. Tristan's little brother, Aiden, got an offer from the University of Oklahoma, for which I will tip of the cap to Keegan Renault at USA Today, who had this great just note about it. Look, chess, not checkers. That's what Lincoln Riley is doing. And I continue to just think that it's awesome that Riley tries to do everything he can in recruiting to make Oklahoma one of the best recruiting outfits in all of college football. Just ain't necessarily happening on the defensive side of the ball because, that discussion we'll continue to have. And with Kelvin Gilliam set to announce, we'll have it again, I'm sure, if he picks Oklahoma. I think that it's funny that so many fans of other squads are so upset at how Oklahoma's getting this done. When really, it's just Caleb Williams. Because it's his idea, and he's the only dude with enough sway to try to make this happen. I can see someone else trying it. I can't see somebody else pulling it off. And if you are one of these squads that's looking at this Sooner Summit and going, yo, man, that's illegal, I'm also going, no, it's not. But it's about, do you have any initiative there? Can you actually make this happen at your respective universities? I know of some places that are still hosting visitors when they should not be hosting visitors at non-Power 5 programs because that's just how they get down. They're saying, come find us and catch us if you want to. Okay, that's one way of doing it. But in this time when you cannot actually recruit in the ways that you want to recruit, when you're looking at the rules and you're going, what if you're doing what Lincoln Riley might be doing, right? Which is to say, you're looking at the rules in the way that a lawyer might look at the rules. Like, one of the things I thought was masterful that they did with the 2020 class is all those guys got their own personal brands right as we're on the cusp of name, image, and likeness becoming a big deal, and perhaps these dudes being able to sell their own stuff with their brands on them. Riley is all in on whatever it takes to get kids to pick Oklahoma over other places within the rules, right? Nobody here is trying to break the rules, but ain't nobody actually acting like the rules are sacrosanct either. And that includes dudes that get flip commitments, like Nick Saban, who will be on the phone with your favorite recruit, and who might decide that he wants to make your favorite recruit his favorite recruit, like he did with Texas and Jalen Milroe. I think all of this is not going to matter as much as people think that it matters, but because it's August, because there's no football, college football on right now, because we're just getting high school football games, and because we're at least 3 weeks away from the start of the NFL season, like for real, we're doing this now. But I thought that this might be helpful to those of you that just don't understand how they were able to pull this off, and you can understand why your favorite non-Oklahoma fan is in their feelings. All right, that's it for me. Doses.